So good morning one and all. So today let us start new chapter. So that is the fifth chapter actually. So we completed up to third, but I am starting fifth chapter because this is the most important chapters. Okay. Now, so we'll study here the stochastic process. So if you remember the course name itself, probability theory, probability and stochastic process. That's why. So you must need the concept of stochastic process in detail. Okay, so that's why let us start the fifth unit, that is stochastic process. So what you have written here? A random variable is a rule for assigning for every outcome of an experiment a number. A stochastic process is a rule for assigning a function to every outcome of an experiment. Okay, so let me briefly explain what is this. So in the last classes we have seen a random variable. So let us take this is the sample space. It has got some outcomes. Now, so the random variable which we denote generally with capital X is a rule to assign a real number to each and every outcome of an experiment. It can be 1, 2 or 3. So using this random variable, it is some kind of a rule which assigns a real number to each and every outcome of an experiment. So that is random variable. Now let us see what is the stochastic process. Let us see what is the stochastic process. So what is written here? A stochastic process, x of t is a rule to, for assigning to every z. So the symbol is z, xi, z. For every g, a function x, t comma z. Now here what we do, extra term is time function. Okay. So here what we do here is, so in the stochastic process we have it is a function of time also. It is a function of two things, g and t. What does this g represents? Randomness. It represents randomness. Now here, what is this? It is a collection of waveforms. Okay, it is a collection of waveforms. They are also called realizations. What are they called? Realizations. Okay. So now we get here. What do you get? These are the collection of realizations. So simple example would be, so you take a example of tossing a coin, for example. So this may represent getting a head. This waveform or realization may represent getting a tail, or this may represent something else. Okay. Now it is a collection of various realizations. Now it depends upon randomness. Here, so in experiment, getting a head can be a randomness. Getting a tail may be randomness. So in some other experiment, you may get some other things as a randomness. Now we are writing as a function of time. Okay. Now we get a family of time functions. What do you get? Family of time functions. A time function. Okay. Now simply they are functions of two things. What is randomness, random variable, something like, as well as time. Now it is called a stochastic process. This is called a stochastic process. Now, if t is fixed and g is variable, then x of t is a random variable equal to the state of the given. Okay. So here, if I take the same experiment, if I draw the various realizations, Now what I do is I will draw this some realizations. This is function of g comma t. Okay. Now if I fix time, what I am fixing? I am fixing time. This is, let us take t equal to t1. This is t equal to t2. Okay. Now if I fix a time, you will get these points. Okay. Now if time is fixed, it represents a random variable. It represents a random variable, not stochastic process. What does it represents? X1 is a random variable when x is taken at t1. Okay. We are fixing time. In this we are fixing time. Okay. Now here we get another random variable x2. Here what are we fixing? X of t2 at time t equal to t2. Okay. So here, so generally this stochastic process can also be written by simply x of t, omitting g. This can be omitted. You can write the x of t as a stochastic process, stochastic random process. Okay. Now, what do they represent? What are they called? They are called random variables, not process. So if the time is fixed in the stochastic process, you get random variables. You got two random variables because you have taken two time instances. If you take few more, you get few more random variables. Okay. Yeah. If t and g are fixed, then x of t is a number. Yeah. So in this example, if both are fixed, which means x-axis and y-axis both are fixed. Suppose this is fixed, this is fixed. So this is simply a number. It doesn't have any randomness or anything else. Just a number. Okay. So now here what I have written is an example. The voltage of an AC generator with a random amplitude R and a phase phi. So x of t equal to R cos omega t plus phi. So that is a randomness. Okay. What is written? X of t equal to R into cos omega t plus phi. Here which can be random? R can be random and phi can be random. So here now if I write the waveforms t comma x of r comma t. Here what is random? R. It is random. Actually what is r? Amplitude. This is amplitude of the above waveform. Which means, so if you draw the waveforms, actually it is a pure sine wave, no? Pure cos wave, sorry. You may get like this initially. This is for one wave. So if you take one wave, what may happen? The amplitude may be different, no? Amplitude can be less or more. You take different amplitudes, you get different realizations. Now this is called a random process or stochastic process. Because here R varies randomly, the amplitude is varying randomly. It can be more, it can be less sometimes. Okay. Stochastic process. So we can also make what random? Phi as a random variable. I mean randomness. X of phi comma t. The phase is random. Then what will happen? This is randomness. So you get this is the original signal. If the phase changes, you may get like this. You may get like this, so on, so on. You get variety of waveforms or realizations. Okay, this is example of stochastic process. Okay. Okay, so random process. What is random process? So here first we are defining random variable. What is that? A random variable is a rule that assigns a real number to every outcome of a random experiment, that we know already, while random process is a rule that assigns a time functions to every outcome of an experiment. Okay, here, so random process or stochastic process. So this is sample space. It has got some outcomes. For each outcome, we are assigning a time function. So for first outcome, we are assigning time function x1 of t. For second, x2 of t, so on, so on, so on. So for each and every outcome of an experiment, random experiment, we are assigning a time function like this, waveforms. They are called random processes. Okay. Now, so let us study statistics. Okay. So as I told you just now, let me study some statistics of the stochastic process. Here I am taking time, I am taking some waveforms. Okay, this is a stochastic process z comma t. This is t. As I told you, if time is fixed, t equal to t1, it represents a random variable x at t equal to t1. Okay, x1 is random variable. Okay, or x for example, without using generality, x is a random variable for a specific value of t. T is specified. Now this becomes a random variable for particular t, for not every t, for particular t. Now, so since it's random variable, what we can write? CDF. Let me write first CDF. Let me write CDF. Generally, what is the notation of CDF? If x is a random variable, x equal to x of t. Please remember this. Okay. Now, what do you write? So, if I am writing general notation, x equal to probability that x is less than equal to x. This is what the notation we have, isn't it? But here we are writing notation for what? Capital X that equal to x of t. Not only that, it is a function of time. So CDF in this stochastic process can be represented as fx of x comma t. How it is represented as fx of x comma t. Now, what is the definition would be? Probability that x of t less than or equal to some x, small x. Okay. So this is called first order distribution. It is called first order distribution. Now that is CDF. So what about PDF of a stochastic process? How we denote? General denotation is what? General notation is what? Fx of x. But it should be, now here it should be a function of time. Then what do you write? Fx of x comma t. Then how to get this? Obviously differentiation of CDF. So here what do you write now? Dou fx of x comma t by dou x. So the only thing is everywhere we are writing extra parameter as t. That's it. So in the previous classes we have studied the notations of CDF, PDF. Extra we add t because we are getting a family of time functions, no? So then everything will be similar. That is the only difference. So this is called first order density function. So this is called first order distribution, the first order density. Okay. So second order. How to write second order? So let me take second order. For understanding second order, we need to take two random variables. Means we have to take two time values. X of g comma t is a randomness at time t equal to